Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy right here, Mills. I'm here back with another video. I need you to be a big solid favor. Click this video, like this video, subscribe to my channel. We are at 270, I believe. I need to get them numbers up. So I will be reviewing Bad Boys Texas episode 7, On the Road Again. It's been a while since I did the video. I've been missing the action. I've been keeping up with it, but I just haven't really had time to film, so I got some downtime. So thank you for everybody who's been watching my channel, who's been subscribing to my channel, who's been commenting on my videos, whether I get good reviews, bad reviews. It's time for me to keep this channel up and running, and I'm going to do that. So just to catch up on everybody, it's been a lot going on with this season. This season's not really all that good. I think season 1 was better, but it's certain things, from the past couple of episodes, Banger versus Lou, they fought it out about 4 or 5 times. Banger got his lick back. The whole house was against Banger at one point. Raz B and Orlando Brown, because apparently, well, not apparently, but Orlando Brown did do some sneak-ish to Raz B that I wasn't really feeling. Chef Teeth has been fighting everybody, so Jonathan had an incident with his bus, so it's been a lot going on in the last couple of episodes, but I'm here to recap episode 7, so let's get right into it. So the fight continue where the fight left off between Chef Teeth and Adonis. Adonis is the new boy who came into the house last week. He's the Anthony's replacement. So, Chef D and Adonis, they get into it. And from the looks of the fight, it did look like Chef D or Teeth got the best of him just from the angles, but Adonis was giving it to him, at the same time. Adonis didn't get his ass whooped, To me, Chef Teeth really can't fight. It just the angles made it look like he won the fight. But Adonis was swinging, and the only thing about Adonis, he was swinging with his head down, so it looked like you gotta look up when you fighting, you know what I'm saying? He kept putting his head down for some strange reason, I don't know why. So, they get at it, and then when they finally get separated, Banger in his confessional said Adonis was talking about him. I guess the blogs was posting Banger, and Adonis was coming for him and saying stuff about him, on the blogs and stuff like that. So he had an issue, and he was going to check Adonis when he get into the house. So Adonis, he already had a hit list when he came in the house. He said he had an issue with Chef Teeth, he had an issue with Banger, and he had an issue with Lou. So then, Chef Teeth and, Chef Teeth and Adonis, they fighting again. They go at it again. They arguing and they end up fighting again. Jonathan, he's egging it on because he wanted to see the fight, And Jonathan and that damn Rio head, them Rio dreads. Yo, Jonathan funny, yo. I'm like, yo, he stayed with that on almost every episode. So the fight between them two, Chef Teeth and Adonis, finally gets broken up. And here comes sneaky ass Mo City. He goes to sneak Adonis. And I'm back in my mind, I'm like, see Mo City, see, you doing that sneaking shit. That is not cool, bro. At the end of the day, what you sneaking them for? That's a punk ass move right there. If first of all, you don't even know this dude. So why you hitting him? He talking about something. He hit him because in his confessional, he said, I hit him because I didn't have no fight all season. I'm like, so you wait until this dude already fighting somebody to sneak him, to get a hit in and to fight him because you didn't have a fight all season? And I was rocking with Mo City in the beginning, but he been doing some things that been kind of low-key pissing me off. It's giving me follower vibes. It's to me in real life, I think he real humble and I think he real chill. Because I do follow the dude on social media. And he seemed like he real chill and cool. But what you doing on the show, it's not, you know what I'm saying, you doing the most. Why can't you just sit back, chill, and let it flow natural? Why you jumping in something that got nothing to do with you? He ain't even disrespect you. And mind you snuck him and you ain't do no damage. But that's neither here or there. Lou goes off, and then Lou start going off on Banger, yo, you need to address your issue with Adonis. You need to address he yelling at Banger, telling Banger. He basically want Banger to fight. And I'm in the back of my mind, I'm like, well, you got a problem with Adonis. You not even fighting them. So what you want somebody else to fight for when you not even fighting your own issues? The hypocrisy of it all, you know. He yelling and just yelling and all he do is yell. I'm like, boy, shut up. And then in his confessional, he going to say that, you know, he don't want to fight. He wouldn't fight a person because they both from Miami or Florida. He would never fight nobody from the same place that he's from. I'm like, boy, that don't even make no damn sense. Like, just be quiet. In the midst of all this commotion going on, Natalie, she's just sitting there, just getting her excitement on. She's sitting there drinking. I don't know if it was Red Bull, alcohol, but she said she's living for this. She like, oh yeah, these boys about to make me some money. It is what it is, y'all. You know Natalie don't care. Banga goes to say that he's not addressing like any issues that he got with Adonis in front of everybody else. And he also said that he's not really fighting because ain't no point of him ganging up on somebody when he already just fought 2 people. And that's why I rock with Banga. Banga the realest on this show. I don't care what nobody say. He's one of the realest on the show. And I rocks with Banga. You know what I'm saying? He was like, because they did the same thing to me, so why would I do it to somebody else? And I'm like, there you go. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Banga for, you know, for standing for what you believe in, and don't let nobody peer pressure you into doing something that you don't want to do. Adonis, at this point, he like, yo, I could fight all day. I could keep going round for round. Like, it don't matter. I'm not leaving this house. You know what I'm saying? I don't care how none of y'all feel. I'm not leaving the house. You know, Mo City, because he was outside, you know, and he was talking to Jonathan. So then Mo City comes back in the crib. And I guess he figured once Adonis stood, you know, he wasn't leaving, he goes to shake Adonis' hand and, you know, give him his respect, you know. I'm like, okay. Now, let me tell you something. The fight between, I wanted to piggyback on the fight between Adonis and JB. Because a lot of people feel like JB lost that fight. I mean, I don't feel like he lost the fight, but I don't feel like he won the fight neither. I feel like Adonis was giving it to JB. He don't rag him out of his hoodie. And first of all, why are you going on the fight with a hoodie on? You should have took that hoodie off. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't got ragged. And from the look of it, I'm gonna have to give the fight. If I have to choose a winner between Adonis and Mo City, I'm gonna give it to Adonis. Straight up, hands down. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, you got your hits in. They both was getting their hits in. You know what I'm saying? But to me, Adonis held his own more than you did. But I guess JB don't want no issue. He welcomed him to the crib. I guess that was like his initiation. I'm like, is this back girls club or like whatever? Lame ass stuff, you know. So all this is going on. Chef D explaining his situation, why he got a problem with Adonis. What's the boy named Lou explaining himself, why he got an issue with Adonis. You know, it's just crazy. Jonathan feels some type of way towards Adonis because he was on Anthony's live, and I'm like, I don't know if this was Bad Boys or Bad Girls Club, because these boys that are boys are really just fighting over dumb stuff. Like, this is stuff they would do on Bad Girls Club. Like, y'all not even really fighting over anything that's really irrelevant. Like, y'all fighting over this dumb stuff, like girl stuff. Like, oh, he on my live and you unfollowed me and all this just just stupid stuff. You know what I'm saying? So Adonis says that he had an issue with Banga, you know, because Banga allegedly was talking about his family and stuff like that. And then in the mix of this, he called Banga Andre 3000. Banga like, that's not my name. My name is Andre. I didn't even know his name was Andre. But when he said he looked like Andre 3000, I fell on the floor. I said, oh man, Adonis ain't here. He ain't messing around. You know what I'm saying? Now I gotta listen to Outkast. Anyway, you know, and then in the mix of that, everything's coming down. I guess like I said, the guys see that he ain't going nowhere. So then Adonis comes for Orlando Brown because he asked who had the suite, and Orlando Brown was like, "Yo, I got the suite." And then, you know, he start checking Orlando Brown. You know, he start calling him Eddie from That's So Raven. He start calling him Eddie from That's So Raven. He start calling him an ex-Disney star. Orlando Brown like, yo, you talking all that mess. It don't even matter. Like, you know what I'm saying? I get more money than you. Adonis like, well, we own the same show. I'm like, ooh. That is true. Y'all on the same stage though. But Orlando Brown, like, it don't matter. I still get more money than you. I'm not getting out the suite. You know, Adonis was like, well, you could keep the suite because, you know, if I was in jail all this time, I would want to lay on the Yo, he was roasting Orlando Brown. I was like, yo, I'm feeling Adonis. Like, I ain't even gonna hold you. Like, he's probably one of my top 3 right now. Like, I ain't even gonna hold you. So everything dies down. Like I said, they realize that he ain't going nowhere, and then that's just that. So we get the scene where it's Orlando, Chef D. If you see me looking down, I'm reading my notes. But you know, you got Chef D, Prince, I think Lou, and they all talking about Adonis. You know, Adonis saying, you know, and Chef D was like, well, we did I'm fighting. All this was over the issue between Adonis and Lou. Lou talking about, like I said, he talking about something, he not fighting nobody from the same city. I said, that don't even sound right. Like, that just sounds stupid as hell. To me, it's giving that you scared. You ain't want that smoke. You know. Orlando Brown, like, yo, you know, at the end of the day, we should jump him and pack his stuff and get out. Like, pack his stuff up. He's saying he's joking, but I think he was serious too. But, you know, Orlando Brown, I do like Orlando because he don't take anything. Like, you know, he could get in his little arguments, a little confrontation, and he laugh everything off, you know. So he's not really fazed by all this stuff. Like I said, he still got his suite. So Adonis ain't do nothing about the suite, so it don't even matter. So, and that's on that. You know, the next day. All the boys, they packing, they leaving, they finally leaving Austin, and they heading to Fort Worth. So the guys, they get on the bus, you know, they all talk about the fight and, you know, and everything. And they was talking about how, you know, this is not bad girls club, and like we could fight our issues out like men, and, you know, and be able to get past it. Darrell feels some type of way, talk about something. He said something about heterosexual. I forgot what he said. And then he go, no, because Prince get on the topic about talking about something about a jab step and how he feel like, you know, gay people try to push up on him and try to test the waters just to see if he's going to fall for the trap and stuff like that. So Darrell goes to ask Prince, like, well, how do you feel about people calling you gay? And he was like, you know, he was like, it messed up his confidence. He kind of went into like depression about it, but like he's over it now and he don't care how nobody feels about him. And I'm like, you know, it is what it is. I'm glad that you, you know, you got thick skin, and I'm glad that you was able to like not care what people think. And to be honest, I don't think Prince is gay. You know, he talked about, you know, how because he's cool with gay people, you know, Bobby Lights was like his real close friend, and how his voice is not deep, and his you know, he might have certain things about him that, you know, people might call him feminine and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, I don't think that Prince is gay. And, you know, it is what it is, you know what I'm saying? Like, not every dude that has feminine tendencies are gay, you know? So I'm glad Prince was able to, you know, move past that, you know? And then, you know, they having deep conversations, and Orlando Brown just start crying out of nowhere. I'm like, he start crying. He like, you know, I'm happy for everybody. We all could be able to get along, whether we gay, straight, you know what I'm saying? I'm just happy to be here. I'm like, it's giving drugs at this point. You know. But it is what it is. In the mix of all that, Lou just start coughing. You know, everybody start putting their mask on. They like, nah, this dude doing the most, you know. So they had to pull over the bus, you know, because, you know, he kept coughing and stuff like that. Here go Darrell talk about COVID, get him off the bus. So while everybody's outside, you know, the fans, they run up to Orlando Brown. You know, they happy to see them. They take pictures with him. You know, Banger, he's on top of the store dancing and stuff like that. And Prince being shady, throwing his little shade in his confessionals about Banger. I'm like, Prince, shut up. The boys finally arrived to the house in Fort Worth, Texas. And the house, to them, is not up to their standards. You know, they got a lot of bunk beds. The house is not really all that. I mean, it is what it is. Y'all not gonna be there that long, so I understand the problem. You know, so they all going for their rooms. You know the typical stuff. Darrell started flirting with Prince, talking about some, yo, if you he started flirting with Prince and stuff like that. So he gonna get naked. He want to see him naked. I'm like, okay, we can skip past all that. Lou is not feeling good, you know, and then Orlando Brown wants to make sure he's okay. So, you know, he's asked the producers to go take Lou to the hospital. Lou's in the hospital. He's saying he got like, I don't know. I don't know if he said he had asthma or something like that. And then he ended up in the hospital and laying on the bed with the machine and stuff like that. And that was pretty much the episode. Next week, you know, we see that Lou, I'm guessing that Lou ended up leaving the house. He have a meeting with all the guys. They play flag football, you know, and it looks like Prince and Mo City might get into it, or it could be tricking us, or psyching us out. You know how they do. And then Darrell versus Carry On next episode. If I had to rate this episode out of a 1 to a 10, I'm gonna give it like a good 7. It was a decent episode. I mean, it spent like 20 minutes on the whole Adonis situation. Right now, Adonis, he's my top 3. If I had to, my top 4 is Jonathan, Orlando Brown, Adonis, and Banger. So that's pretty much the episode, y'all. Thank y'all for watching. I'm gonna see you next time. And like I said, this is my first time getting on actual camera and doing this. I wasn't really comfortable doing camera, like being on film doing it. So I'm gonna try to, you know, hook up my little space and get it a room where I could actually film. But like I said, thank you for watching all my videos, subscribing to my channel, and until next time, I'll catch y'all. I'm out.